What's going on, movie fans? My name is Michael Weer. I love talking about movies, and wake me up when September ends. That's right, we've made it to September of 2025, and as much as I would like to just take a nap and wake up in the spooky season, we still have to get through the tail end of summer, and that means going through September of 2025. But as always, right here on this channel, when we have a brand new month, it means a brand new slate of movies to talk about, and so today I'm going to talk about all of the brand new upcoming movie releases for September of 2025 that are on my personal radar. Now, as always, what that means is these are the movies that I'm the most looking forward to, the ones that I'm excited about, the ones that I plan on taking a seat, whether at home because it's streaming or in a theater on opening weekend and checking out. But as always, this may not be everything that's coming out, whether it's going to streaming or it's going to a theater for a limited release. Maybe it's just not on my radar in general and you're excited about it. Well, I would love to know what I leave off of this list in that comment section down below. And also don't forget to talk about the movies that I do talk about today. Let me know what you're most excited about in September of 2025. And finally, before getting into the video, if this is the first time you found my channel, well, I would love for you guys to hit that subscribe button. Check out all the different content on my channel, whether you like movie reviews, Blu-ray talk, or even ranked list videos. I've got a little bit of everything on my channel, and I'd love for you guys to check it out. All right, let's get into September of 2025 brand new movie releases.
Here we go.
That is one big pile of shit.
No, I shot him. Bullets in the fall killed him.
Alright guys, so on the first weekend of the month, we have two brand new films. The first one is going directly to Apple Plus, and it's called Highest to Lowest. Now, technically, this film came out in August of 2025, but it was a very limited release in theaters. So since it was so limited, I didn't even bother trying to catch a showtime since I knew it was going to go to Apple Plus for everyone that has a subscription on September 5th. So I moved it to the September 5th month. So then there might be a little bit of people saying, well, I already saw this movie. Technically, it came out in August, but it's going to wide release on Apple Plus on September 5th. But I've talked about the dates too much. Now it's time to talk about the actual movie. This is one that I'm really looking forward to. It's listed as a crime thriller, and it stars Denzel Washington as a music mogul who gets wrapped up in a ransom plot. And that's enough for me to get really excited about this. This movie also stars some pretty big names in the music world right now, with both A$AP Rocky and Ice Spice being in the film. I don't know if their music's going to be in the film, but if you're a big fan of those artists, this might be one to check out for those reasons. But for me, you talk about Denzel being in a crime thriller film, I'm gonna be watching it on day one. And the other movie coming out on September 5th is actually on my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025 list, and it is The Conjuring: Last Rites. Now, anytime you hear the words last or final in a title, it's Hollywood. It's probably not the actual last entry. However, both Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga have stated that this will be the last time either of them will play the characters of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Now, take that again with a grain of salt, because if they back a dump truck of money up to either of their houses, they will be back. But I understand you can't really have one without the other, so I would assume, unless they both sign on, that they won't be these characters again. But this movie is going to focus on their very last time that Ed and Lorraine Warren went out and did their supernatural thing, whether that's ghost hunting or demon hunting or whatever they do. Listen, the Conjuring movies have been movies that I've always enjoyed, and I have to be honest, the third one I was not the biggest fan of when they made it more of a human element instead of a supernatural element. It was like a witch instead of, I don't know, demons or whatever they've faced in the past, like Valak. But this fourth one has me very intrigued. The trailers look really creepy. I'm hoping for a really fun, scary time in the theater, so I'll be there on opening night on September 5th to see The Conjuring: Last Rites. Moving on to the second weekend of the month, on September 12th, we have one film to talk about. This is a Stephen King adaptation, and it is The Lawn Walk. And The Lawn Walk is a futuristic film, kind of, sort of. You have a group of people that are told you have to march, and the person who marches the longest, the person who lasts the longest on this lawn walk, will be the winner. They'll probably get all kinds of prizes and money. However, if you stop walking on this path, on the lawn lawn walk, you will be executed. And so there's something about that premise in and of itself that really works for me. Just the idea of people, maybe friends, being in this together. Maybe they're like, hey, we're going to hold on together to the very end, but this will come down to one person. And the trailers made that really obvious as well, when the trailers were just killing people left and right who stopped to tie their shoe or any reason whatsoever. They were getting killed. So The Lawn Walk comes out on September 12th. It's one that has me very intrigued. I'm hoping for a really good time. Now, just like in my August 2025 upcoming movies video, we have to pause and talk about an upcoming TV show, something that I've been waiting for a long time. And this isn't something I normally do on my channel. I don't really follow TV shows very much. Usually it's all about movies, but just so happened that in August we had both Alien Earth and Peacemaker Season 2 start. I've been watching those every week, putting up quick reactions for my thoughts on those episodes. If you want to see those thoughts, those are all on my YouTube channel under my YouTube Shorts section. I've been talking about those episodes week by week, and we have another one that's going to kick off in September of 25. And on September 17th, we have Gen V Season 2 starting. Gen V, of course, is a spin-off show from The Boys. The Boys is a fantastic show that I love watching, just seeing the superheroes actually be the villains and the regular people be the good guys trying to take them down. The character of Homelander is one of my all-time favorite characters. I love The Boys, and when they came out with a spin-off show of Gen V, I didn't know what to expect, but I absolutely loved that as well. The idea that there's some sort of a toxin that can go in the air and kill soups. I wonder if that's going to come into play. Kind of came into play in season 4 of The Boys, but I'm curious where it's going to go from here, because of course when season 4 of The Boys ended, you saw all those characters from the Gen V show who we thought were good, who we thought were okay, were now working with Homelander or working for the bad guys. So I'm very curious to see where Gen V season 2 goes. It's going to be another one where I don't want to watch it week by week just because I want all the content at one time. But again, season 2 starts on September 17th. I can't wait for it. Are you going to check out Gen V Season 2? And also, are you a big fan of The Boys as well? Very curious. Throw your comments in the comment section down below. And that'll move us on to the third weekend of the month. On September 19th, we have 2 more movies coming out. The first one to talk about is a drama called A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. And this is a movie that when the trailer started, I didn't think it was going to be for me. It looked like a rom-com, but as the trailer went on, it got more and more emotional. It stars both Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, a great actor, a great actress, and both of them actually start reliving moments from their past when they walk through a magical gateway. Again, sounds kind of weird, sounds like a rom-com, but it looks really emotional and it looks really good. So I'm going to do my best to check out A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey when it comes out. And the other movie coming out on September 19th is a horror film called Him. Him is a film from Jordan Peele's production company. He's not directing this film, which I kind of wish he was, because the trailer looks all kinds of weird and wonky. You've got this athlete who gets invited to this exclusive training camp. It's on this isolated compound, and then weird horror stuff starts to happen. And that's the best synopsis I can give you as of right now, because the trailers have been extremely vague. It's definitely in the horror wheelhouse, but I don't really know what they're going to do with this thing. So it's kind of a question mark. I'm definitely intrigued enough to check it out on opening weekend, but I really don't know more than I just said. So I will check out Him. Will you guys check it out? Are you looking forward to it? That'll move us on to the final weekend of the month. On September 26th, we have 2 more movies coming out. The first one is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's called One Battle After Another. And this is one with each preview, I've gotten more and more excited about it. You've got a guy played by Leonardo DiCaprio who used to be part of this revolutionary group. His daughter goes missing. He asks for their help to find him, and it looks like a quirky comedy, but it just works for me. Each one of the trailers has gotten better and better each time I watch it. So I'm looking forward to One Battle After Another. Are you guys excited about this one? Are you looking forward to Leo being in a comedy? And the other movie coming out on September 26th is a horror film called The Strangers Chapter 2. Of course, the follow-up to Strangers Chapter 1 that released last year, and I think I was a little kinder to that movie than other people were. A lot of people had that as one of their worst of the year or their worst of the horror of the year. I didn't have it that low, but mostly I gave The Strangers Chapter 1 a little bit of a pass, because while they did cover most of the ground that the first movie covered. I was hoping that was just setting up where this franchise was going to go next, and I was hoping the franchise was going to go in a different direction. And that really seems like what they're doing, because of course in the original Strangers film, both people being terrorized by the masked killers were killed, and the second film just went off to a new family in a new location. Whereas in this film, the guy from the first movie is dead, but the girl somehow survived. She makes it to a hospital, and now the strangers are tracking her down. So I don't know where she's going to go from there. I've only seen one very quick trailer for this film, and I really don't want them to show me any more because I feel like they'll just spoil everything. Also, keep in mind that this has been something that has been the game plan of the people making these movies since the beginning, because The Strangers Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 were all filmed at the same time, and they've just been waiting for release. And when this was originally filmed, people thought, well, cool, some streaming service will pick all three of these movies up and they'll put all three movies out at the same time. We'll be able to watch them 1, 2, 3 in a row. But no, these movies are waiting for their theatrical releases. So Chapter 1 came out last year, Chapter 2 is this year, and while they haven't technically dated Chapter 3, it is filmed and ready, so I can only assume it's going to come out next year. So I'm hoping this middle chapter really puts this franchise in a different direction. I hope it's creepy. I hope we get a little bit more out of those masked strangers. And, you know, they were doing something a little different in the first movie, where instead of it just being an isolated cabin that the man and woman go to, this time it's a man and woman going through a town, and maybe the town is involved with these strangers. So I'm hoping we get a few answers out of Strangers Chapter 2. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe it's going to be the worst movie I watch in September of 25, but I'm hoping for the best. I hope for a really creepy good time. The original Strangers film that came out was one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, where when me and my friend walked out of the movie theater into the daylight, we were happy that it was daylight outside, because that movie was so intense and it was so edge of your seat. I actually ended up seeing that first film a couple times in theaters. Now, I'm not talking about Strangers Chapter 1. That didn't have the same effect on me, but I am talking about the original Strangers film, and I want that feeling coming out of a Strangers movie going forward. But I've talked enough about Strangers Chapter 2. Again, it's the last movie coming out on September 26th. Are you guys excited about that movie? Let me know in the comment section. And guys, those are all the brand new releases coming out in September of 2025 that I'm excited about, the ones that I'm most looking forward to. But like I said at the beginning of this video, if there's something that you're looking forward to that I left off of this video, well, let me know about it in that comment section down below. And finally, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, because it helps the video, it helps the channel, and it helps me right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, we got to the end of my September 2025 brand new movie release video. I love making these videos because talking about these movies gets me all excited about them, and I hope it does the same for you. As always, I'll do quick reactions for every brand new movie that I watch in September of 2025. Those will be in the short section of my YouTube channel. And of course, I'll do as many full reviews as possible for these movies as well. But until then, guys, if you want to check out any of the other content on my channel, well, I've got all of my best and worst of 2025 right there, and I've got all of my 2025 movie reviews right there.